Morning YouTubers, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, today we're going to be top dressing, well actually it was a bit earlier in the week we started to top dress the front part of the allotment with some horse manure. It turns out a tractor load come with its unit on the back, and it filled the horse manure bay with basically horse manure. And well, I thought, yeah, we're going to have some of that because it was really good stuff. It was rotted down, it was partially rotted, so I thought, yeah, we'll have some of that. We can put it around all my fruit bushes on the front part of the plot. So anyhow, by the time I got back, there was a certain amount that disappeared straight away. And anyhow, we ended up with 4 barrows. I've got to thank Pauline, and that's from potting along. She helped fill the barrows. I couldn't even lift the bloody fork up at that state. I was really, it wasn't too good when it was dropped off. But yeah, you're going to see a series of clips now of me just throwing it about, spreading it about, and what have you. And we'll be right back after I've shown you what we've been doing. Well, we just got a barrow of horse manure here. This is a pile that we just had dropped off, and well, we're going to get it spread onto the fruit bushes. That's where it's going. What we're doing, guys, is getting all the horse manure around the bushes and what have you. Let it all wash into the ground. We don't have to dig it in, let the worms take it down into the ground, but at the moment we just put it in the wood. Like I say, we got lucky today. This horse manure come, and it's old horse manure, so I thought we'd put it in these beds here just to over the winter are all rot down into the beds and feed all these fruit trees. We've done these 4 beds there. We've not done these ones obviously, but these ones there, yeah, we've thrown the horse manure in. And well, it's looking pretty good. Just put a barrow in each one of these beds. I got lucky. Pauline filled one of the barrows for me. Couldn't even bend down, my back's that bad. But yeah, we've got it all on here now, so we just let it rot down. And any compost we'll just chuck on the top as well, and all adds up to it. I've just been looking here. We took all the we took all the bulbs out of here, and the bloody squirrels have been digging, thinking there's bulbs in these pots. And same with these ones here. Been digging in the pots looking for bulbs. We've not put the bulbs in yet, but yeah, they're becoming a pain in the backside, the squirrels. But the front part of the plot looks really well. George has moved the front greenhouse now, which had a tree, and he's moved it to the front of the allotment, his plot. He did have it here. That tree was inside it, so he's basically lifted it off. Well, he didn't lift it, he took it apart, and he's reassembled it there, which well, he's got a bit of work to do yet to get it all sorted out, but once it is, it'll look absolutely fantastic. And yeah, his wife, she's been very busy today. She's been digging that off. She turned that over on her own. I couldn't do that in a week. She did that today. So yeah, the plot's looking really well here. Flag's flying really well. New flag. Most of the creases have gone out of it now. It's a bit twisted, that. I'm just looking at it. I don't know. But yeah, we just we've been spreading the muck here in the beds, and hopefully it will help next year with the harvest. Bit bigger yields of raspberries and what have you. So there we go. That's what we've been up to, spreading some muck. I can't believe there's no horse manure left. The horse manure was right up to the very front of this, and it was completely full of about 6 foot. Yesterday, look at it now. There's not a scrap left. Unbelievable. Wow. People can half shift this stuff. So there you go. The beds have all been covered now. And we do this every year. It's not, we do it. The reason we do it is to add nutrients and elements and everything back into the soil. We actually added some chicken manure and some potash in there as well. You didn't get to see that. We got too excited with the horse manure free. It's free, and it's first come first serve. And yeah, it was right free for all. Pauline were there and Mike. They had 2 barrows going. And it was like a taxi rank. All the wheelbarrows all waiting to get some. The ones who brought their own shovels, well, they were all right. But yeah, the shovel we was waiting. Actually, it wasn't a shovel. It was a fork. It weighed a bloody ton. I couldn't even lift it up. It was that bad. But yeah, Pauline did that for me. Thanks, sugar. But yeah, that's it. The front beds, the 4 front beds, are all dressed now, so we don't have to worry about next year feeding them. And we will be feeding them again, no doubt. Talking about fertilisers and what have you, we had a bag of Comfrey what had rotted down, and well, we needed to top my Comfrey tank up. So here's a clip of me actually doing it. I can tell you, pity it wasn't smelly vision, because you could have suffered as well. But check this out. You can see that is full to the top with Comfrey. Thing is, I need to put some more in there. I've got some in a bag on the floor here. In fact, here it is. We're going to be putting that in there in a minute. But, oh my god, it's horrible. Hey, the plants absolutely love it. It's all rotted down, this, so it might overflow this, I don't know. But yeah, we'll push that down. Oh, look at that. That's I'll tell you guys, it's absolute. Oh yeah, I could smell this. You make you sick as a dog.
It's pure liquid gold, I tell you. There we go. Oh my god, where's that bloody lid? Put this lid back on. We have got a tray somewhere. Goes on there. And this blueberry goes on top of that. This thing, it's going to get shut. It's a begonia, but yeah, all intents and purposes, that's my comfrey. We just topped it up with some rotted down comfrey leaves. Nothing better to feed your plants with, guys.
Yep, it was absolutely pungent, but it's liquid gold. It really is. It's the best thing to put on your plot, on your tomatoes and what have you. Although Terry King would say different. He's just done a comprehensive study on which works well. But on his particular allotments, I think he had about 12 different bottles. I think there was horse manure, cow manure, chicken manure. There was comfrey tea. I think there was banana tea. I think there was several anyhow, and normal water. And I think compost tea come out of it best for him. But I always swear by the comfrey. It works its wonders. It really does. So yeah, we got the comfrey sorted out. Then it was on to back in here. We started to plant some garlic, and we didn't do it the way we normally do it. I'll tell you a bit more about that at the end of this clip. We've done it a total different way this time to the way I normally do it. So I'm going to show you the way we've done it today. You probably all know how to know this particular way. You could just plant it straight in the ground, but I'm still working on the actual beds outside, so I don't, defeating the object. So I needed to do something to get it started, because it ain't got long to get this garlic in the ground before winter sets in and basically wipes everything out. So it needs to be in the ground pretty fast. So anyhow, we've got a clip here I'm going to show you of me actually sorting the garlic out. So check these clips out and we'll be right back. So what we're looking at here are obviously these 3 trays, and they need filling with some compost. And what we're going to be growing, we can pull this to one side. We're going to be doing the garlic. There's we've got 8 of these. These are the garlic we're going to be using. Allotment white. But before we do that, like I said, we've got to fill these bags with compost. The problem with that is I've not put the thing underneath these yet to stop the soil from falling through, so it's going to be a bit messy. In fact, I think it'd be easier to do them on the floor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm just going to fill the trays up with the compost, and then we can continue with the video. Okay, what we're using to do the garlic today is we're using this multi-purpose compost Ambassador. Pretty good stuff actually. It's a lot of wood chip in it, obviously. Now we've got 3 trays here which we've just put a load in, and well, what we've got to do now is we've got to separate all the garlic, and that's not going to be easy, I tell you, especially with my dodgy fingers. Now we normally do these, we normally do the garlic another way, where we put them in plastic bags with a tiny spot of water, so it gets the bag becomes a bit like a micro environment. And what happens is it tends to kick-start all the roots on the plants, which is well, that's what we strive to do. And like the garlic we're going to be using,
are going to be these, the thick, bigger ones, obviously, and probably doing about a total of about 80, 90. I'm not too sure how many trays here. I think it's about 75. We could actually plant 75 in these things, but this is a different method to what we normally do. Garlic like that, we ain't even gonna. That's just gonna get taken home and thrown into the wok. In fact, I think she was making garlic mushrooms today, so all the small ones will be going to be doing that. There you go. Like there's quite a lot of small ones here, unfortunately. And while we're doing this, we're inspecting them as well, making sure, you know, that they're viable. I'm expecting my mate to pop over in a minute with an egg and bacon butty for me. He's just give me some paving stones. I'll show you them again. What it was, a council guy turned up. He said, anyone interested in some paving stones I've got here? Says, so I only want a £5 for them. Anyhow, he dropped 10 off for a £5. Thing is, now Bernard's changed his mind. He doesn't really want them, so he said, do you know anyone who wants these, Mark? Well, first person I thought of was George, and then again there was Bill, a new lad who's got a plot, nice lad. Took him under my wing. Like I say, he's a nice chap, and yeah, get on great. I've got a bit of a laugh, and that's what it's all about, really. I don't know if that's 1 or 2, that. Maybe 1, if it is 1, that's okay. Bigger the better. Always put your bigger garlic in. Smaller garlic don't seem to produce as good a crops as the bigger ones. Obviously they've got to split, you see. This is the worst part, having to split your garlic. My fingers are absolutely wrecking doing this. That's a decent sized garlic, you know what I mean? All these small ones, they're going straight home, straight into the wok. Should have done this at home, to be quite honest with you. All the outer skins, well, we can just chuck them onto the compost. They do no harm. I made a mistake last year with my elephant garlic, but Nigel sent me. I actually lifted it too soon, and well, it wasn't as good as Nigel's, but it was good enough. And well, maybe this year we might do it right. Take the outer skins off them. It's always a problem doing this. Now what I've got an hope for now is I've got enough to fill all the compartments. Oh god. I've not seen a damaged one yet, so that's a good sign. See that one there? I'm sure that's most definitely 2, but we'll have a look at that in a bit when we come to put them in. Well, there goes one on the floor. Right, we've got 2 more now. Okay, so what you do, see if we can get a decent one so you can see it. That there is the root end, that's the top. What you do, push them down, as simple as that. Push them down into the pots, and obviously we're going to give them a good watering in a bit. We'll probably just run a bit of more compost over the top of these in a bit. Leave them in the greenhouse until he get to about 4 or 5 inches high, and then we'll plant them out. Nothing as easy as that. Just taking some of the dead skins off them. Yeah, I think we got 15 there already. See that one there, what was hanging on the side? That's no good. So yeah, that'll end up in the wok. I think the wisest thing to be done as well is putting labels on these so we know what they are. Although I do know what they are, the Allotment white, and we ain't done any others yet, so it can't be that difficult to remember. Oh, way up. I can hear Jim coming over now. I'll just get this row done before he gets here, and then I'll show you after when I've done them all. Okay. Whoops, put that the wrong bloody way then. Silly me, you got to make sure you're doing this right, correct way, guys. So there we go. There's 30 done there now, so we've got 30 of them. What we'll do, put a bit of compost over the top of these again, and then leave them, and hopefully they'll come up. We're going to continue now doing the rest of them. I'll show you when we've done. So I'll be right back. Well, guys, this is a totally different way to how I normally do my garlic, to be quite honest with you. But as you can see there, we've done them in these stations. There's 90 of them. They're Allotment white. We use Ambassador multi-purpose compost in these trays. We'll leave them in the greenhouse for about 2-3 weeks and see what happens. See if they do any different to the way I normally do it. Now, the way I normally do it, as you probably have seen time and time again, we take all the cloves, we put them in self-sealed bags, and add a quarter of a teaspoon of water just for the moisture, seal the bags, and leave them. Within about a week you start getting the little root system start to appear on the base of the garlic, and then what we do, we plant them straight in the ground, and normally they just fly up, as you know, and they're perfect. But I thought this year we're going to try something different, see if another method works just as well. We like to try different things. So there's 90 there, Allotment white, and well, all we can do now is wait to see what happens. So as you just saw there, we've done them in trays, 30 stations per tray, 90 Allotment white in that Ambassador compost. We've watered them once. Shouldn't need to water them again. If we do, it'll be because it's got very hot in the greenhouse. Don't overwater them, and like I say, as soon as they come up, they've got 2 weeks to get that big, or we won't be doing this method again. The other method, as I was telling you about there, the one where we do it in a plastic bag, we break them all the cloves up and we put them in the bag. Use a demistifier like this. That's all the spray you put in the bag, nothing else. And put your garlic in, seal the bag up, and just leave them for 3 days. What tends to happen is, like, the roots form, and my soil's it's like talcum powder, so it's dead easy to push in, and I don't push them down on the roots. I sort of put the, oh, haven't got anything here that I can use.
Just been given a load of bulbs here as well, onion bulbs. Pretend that's a garlic. I put my fingers, so it's like that there. I push my fingers in. Like that, and then I sort of just push it down so it's actually touching. And as I pull my fingers out, I push it down the soil. So I'm not pushing on the roots. That's the way I normally do it. And within about 14 days, they're normally about this high out in the beds. Now that's the way I normally do it. But I thought we'd do it this way for the time being. I need to get some ready, because what's going to happen, I normally get all my garlic in for December the 5th. That way, when the frosts start, it get real hard frost on the garlic, it splits them, and that's where you get all your little cloves, and then your garlic develops after that. So you really need to get an hard frost, so you need to get them in over winter. And I put all mine goes in before the 5th of November, and I take them all out probably about the 5th of May. And yeah, we normally do okay, although last year we had nothing but rain. It was constant rain. It was a complete washout, and it was absolute terrible. Constant, like, I think it was about 4 or 5 months basically just pure rain. We even had snow. Okay, we had the frost what we needed, but it was a complete washout. We didn't do particularly well with all the garlic. We did over 400 garlic. A lot of it was okay. There was some of it it started to germinate again. It had actually grown and started to germinate do a double growing sort of thing. So we had to chuck that. We could still use it, but you couldn't store it. So what we did is we took them home. The missus liquidised them all and put them into a sauce bottle and used it like that squirty bottle. So you kept it in the fridge. You can keep them in the fridge for about a month, and it's great for putting in stir fries that way. So we did use it, but most of the stuff was pretty good. Did solent white, porcelain white, elephant garlic, the usual suspects. But we've got 90 of the solent white here, so and we're going to do another 90 the traditional way, the way I normally do it. And if you're interested to know the way we do it, I'll give you a quick look at how we do it, and then if you want to try it that way. But it's more of an experiment, this, see what happens. What else do we do? Oh, that was it. We got some, my mate popped over the other day with an onion, and he's actually left the onion here. Now I'm going to put the camera on pause. I'll be right back. Believe it or not, I didn't have to go. It was behind me, but if you can believe that. I'll show you what's in that bag in a bit. But now this is the onion what he brought over. He said, Matt, what do you think's wrong with this? Now all this here is just that's a complete skin. The brown bit there and the white bit is one skin. However, underneath that skin, there's this here. It's firm on top, but what's happened is it's rotted. One of the segments inside it is rotted, and he wants to know what's caused it. Now I come up with an idea what's caused it. I don't know if I'm right, but it's driving him nuts. And well, I thought I'd put this to you. This is what's this? There's stir on this, by the way, and like I say, it's firm, but this brown thing goes through one of the sections. Now I think what it was one of the leaves had gone bad, and the other good leaves had formed over it, and over the 3 or 4 months that it's been in the ground, it's just kept on growing, the outer ones, but the inner ones rotted. It's only just on one of them, and it's on all his onions for some reason. I put it down to the water. It's constantly been raining, so obviously some of the leaves have gone to mush, and I think that's what's happened. I don't know if I'm right, but if anyone who does know his onions, if you'd be kind enough to give me some insight, and so I can actually give Bernard, like I say, it's like a dog with a bone, and He's doing his head, and he's trying to get a bit of information, and no one can really tell him. So I thought, well, someone on YouTube will know the reason why. I probably got the nail on the head with the hammer straight away. I think it's all down to the rain, which has damaged the actual leaf, if you like to call it a leaf, and that's why the onion has done that. But that is just it's just weird. I mean, he has to cut a piece out of it to actually to use them. They're pretty firm onions. He's got some cracking onions, but yeah, that was the problem. So a closer look at that. As you can see the ring there around it. See that ring there? It's really unusual what that is done, and all his onions are done that, barring a few. So yeah, so that was a thing I wanted to ask you all. The other thing, well, not only are we doing garlic this year, we're doing onions, and my mate Bill, he come on with a pile of onions today, and he said putting my onions in, winter onions, and in fact these are the onions that he was using. He used the ones he wanted, and he gave me these. Now they got these radon. Okay, these onions here, these are radar. I mean, look at that for a pack. It's almost full. Then we've got these are another. These are called Electra. I mean, these red onions. And then there's these Senshui onions here. So I'm going to be using all them. However, I went out and I bought these ones from Wilko's. The Japanese onion, that's all it says, Japanese onion. It's obviously the yellow onions, and I also bought some of these red onions as well from Wilko's. I paid the top dollar, there was £2 each. However, these was before he actually brought these over. Anyhow, he told me there was a new garden centre. There was a garden centre that I've not known about, guys. It's just like telling me my favourite my food's waiting for me at home. I just couldn't resist it, so we shot up to this garden centre. They gave me the directions where it was, and grabbed some. So these are £2.50 these, and you get a bag like that. So we got some of these Senshui, and what else did we get? There's this other one. We got some of these Electra, and we bought 2 bags of these Snowball. These are another Japanese. We bought 2 of them as well. So we're going to have to get all these out very shortly. They're all winter onions, and it was all thanks to Bill putting me onto them. I mean, you get, I think you get like 3 times the amount as what you're getting in Wilko's at this garden centre. It's in Wharton. Forget the name of it, but yeah, I went in, had a look around. It seems to be all right. So we've got another garden centre to go to, guys. Really excited about that. Yeah, so we've got plenty to do. We've got more garlic to sort out. We've got these onions to sort out. We've also got to sort these beds out, which we will be doing for the next episode. So that means we're going to have to take all the runner beans and the Blue Lake climbing beans out. That means the wigwams have got to go, and the 2 pumpkins which we've got in there, we're going to have to be removed. And that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode, and we're going to blitz the bed. Although saying that, we have actually got what we got in there. We've got some turnips and swede in that bed, so we can't do it all. But we're going to clear it all away, and we'll show you what we get from the last crop. However, we was there today, and we've took another load of these runner beans. I forget the name of them. I'm going to post them up here once I get up to the shed. I'll have a look at the label. It's up top of the plot, so I'm not going to run up there now, but I'll post it. It's going to come up here anyhow, so you're going to see what the runner beans are called. And yeah, these are the runner beans what we've just collected. Sorry about the wind, guys, but what we're going to do, we're going to pick some of these runner beans here.
staring me in the face. Well, I think we got enough here. Now these are me runner beans. We've actually been taking these by the bucket load, but yeah, they're decent size, aren't they? I mean, this tray's a 14-inch tray, so they're about 12 inches long, these, and you know, straight as a die, most of them. Maybe that one's got an hole in it. I just noticed that, but we're not going to bother with that. But yeah, nice crop of peas. I'm sure Connie, when she sees these, she'll be really excited. That's my next door neighbour. She absolutely adores these, and we grow them basically for her, to believe it or not. So yeah, let's get inside. It's very windy. So I've got another tray runner beans. There's plenty more there, but we're going to be taking them off sometime the end of this week. I'm going to remove them all, and I'll show you me doing that, and I'll show you what we get. We'll be using most of them to make for the seeds for next year. And in that next episode as well, I think we're going to be doing some going to be planting some broad beans as well. So it's all go down here on the allotments, and if you want to stay tuned to it, why not subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and yeah, keep up with things, what's happening. Most people this time of year will be closing down the plots and just getting everything ready for next year. It doesn't happen like that here on my plot. I keep going, try and keep going all year round, and we have got methods to keep it going without putting too much pressure on the soil. We're always introducing new stuff into the soil, so basically they're continuously growing. We just changed where we're growing them. So that's it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed what we've been doing here today, and like I said, I'll keep you posted on everything else in the next update. So thanks for watching.